Okay, so in our first problem, we have to find the area of the shaded region. Now, it's not a shape that we have an area formula for, so we have to use other resources. So our first thing is we need to find the total amount. So remember, area of a rectangle is length times width. This side right here is the total of 10 because 6 plus 8, and then this side already tells us it's 7. So total area is 10 times 7, which is 70. Now, to get our shaded area, we need to do the white inside area minus the total minus the white inside area. So if you notice, those three white pieces are all triangles, so we can find those areas by length, or 1/2 base times height. So triangle 1 is 7 times 6 times 1/2. I'm doing this one right here. And then when you multiply those three numbers together, we get an area of 21. Triangle 2, this one right here, the 4 by 4, would be 4 times 4 times 1/2. And I get a total of 8. Now for our third triangle, we have this piece right here that we need to find. Now on the other side, it says the whole length is 7. So 7 minus 4, we get 3. So for triangle number 3, we would have 3 times 2 times 1/2, which gives us 3. So now we need our total triangle area, which is 21 plus 8 plus 3, which equals 32. So our shaded equals 70 minus 32. And I'm going to put this up top because I'm running out of room, which is 38. Now, it said we need to put it in square inches, so it's 38 inches squared. That is our answer. Okay, problem number 2. The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width, and the width is 5 inches, so this side is 5, so the length is 3 times 5, which equals 15. Now, we want to figure out the area. Remember, it's length times width, so 15 times 5, which equals 75. Don't forget, we have to put the units down, square inches, so our answer is 75 inches squared. And that would be our answer for problem 2. Problem 3. Now remember, this one stumped you a bit. We did this before we started that project. This is similar of finding our scale factor and dimensions as we did for our project. So our original is 6 inches by 10 inches. And the amount of space we are given is 4 feet by 8 feet. So the first thing we want to do is convert the feet to inches, so we multiply both of them by 12. So 4 times 12 gives us 48 inches, and then 8 times 12 gives us 96 inches. Now, we're doing the same thing we did with our picture project to find the scale factor to see which one's smaller. So 48 over 6, and for that one we get 4. Oh, no, sorry. We get 8 for that one. And then we have 96 divided by 10, which gives us 9.6. So 8 is our smaller value, so our scale factor is 8. Now, it wants to know the dimensions, so we have to multiply our original design by 8 to get the new dimensions. So 6 times 8, which equals 48 inches. And then we have 10 by 8, or 10 times 8, which is 80 inches. So that could be the dimensions, or we can change it back into feet, which I'm going to do. So we need to divide both of those by 48. So 48 divided by 12 gives us 4 feet. And then 80 divided by 12 gives us 6.67 feet. So again, I'm going to write this up here. Our dimensions are 4 feet by 6.67 feet. Okay, last problem. I think I might have wrote down a typo for this problem because your answer is going to come out a little funky. So I'm going to approach it in a little bit different manner. First thing, let's draw a trapezoid. This whole bottom base is 22. Now, our altitude is this right here. It's the height. And that is 15. So, our area is 105. That is equal to 0.5 times 15 times base 1, which is 22. I'm going to change color since I'm merging in, plus base 2. So we need to solve for that. So we have 105 equals 7.5 times 22 plus base 2. Then we have to divide by 7.5 on both sides to get 22 and base 2 by itself. So then we have 14 equals 22 plus base 2. Subtract 22 to get the base by itself. Here's where we run into a problem. 14 minus 22, we get a negative number. We get negative 8. So I'm just going to keep it positive. I think I put a typo and it shouldn't have been 105 square inches for the area, but we're just going to work with it and say it's 8. So the second base up here is 8. Now, if you remember, to find the perimeter, which is what it is asking, we have to have all the links. So we have the upper and bottom bases. Now we just need the sides. So right here and right here. Now, to do that, we have these triangle links because this whole thing is 22. We can split this trapezoid into 2 triangles and a rectangle. So this piece of the rectangle in the middle is 8. And then 22 minus 8 gives us 14. Divide those evenly on each side, we get 7. So this piece down here is 7, this piece down here. Since it is a right angle, we can do the Pythagorean theorem and do 7 squared plus 15 squared, because that's our altitude, equals c squared. So 7 squared plus 15 squared gives us 274, and then when we square root it, we can get c, and c equals 16.6. So each side over here is 16.6. So then perimeter, we add up all the sides together, so 16.6 plus 16.6 plus 8.